where we last left off.
I think we should just be friends.
No, it's not your fault. Could you tell me who it is?
I can't say exactly, but it's someone close to you.
Good job.
We should just be friends. Those words started it all. Oh, I forgot to mention. Besides listening to music, Great loved to cook. Every time she made steak, she invited me over to her place. The Saturday after she got rejected, Great invited me over again. Normally, we laughed and chatted through the dinner, but that day, Great didn't say a word. The atmosphere was unusually heavy. Hans was out with a friend too. The only sounds were that of cutting and chewing meat. Great's steaks were usually cooked medium, but that day they were rare. Whenever she cut her steak, I could see the bright red juice bleeding out.
Hey, do you think I'm kind of an attention seeker?
Great finally broke the silence, but started on a disturbing topic. What's wrong? What makes you say that?
You know how I told you that my dad was very strict? When Hans was little, my dad would lock him out on the balcony for every little mistake. Hans would knock on the window all night long, begging my dad to let him in. And every time I'd let Hans back in the dead of night, but my dad always found out that the next day and beat Hans up. It was all my fault.
It was your dad who beat Hans up, not you.
I know, but if I were Hans, I'd blame my sisters, meddling for making my punishment that much worse. I still can't mind my own business. It might look like I'm always doing stuff for Hans and others, but I only do it for the attention. Everyone knows, but they're just too nice to say it.
Whatever people think about you, if you had just minded your own business back when I broke my leg freshman year, I don't know how I would gotten through. Sometimes I think if I hadn't broken my leg, we wouldn't be such close friends. It was a kind of destiny, don't you think? Besides, you're not a telepath. How do you know that Hans or anyone else thinks you should mind your own business?
Sorry, you always have to make me feel better.
Don't say that. We're friends, aren't we? Jeez, she always did this, that sentimental bitch. What the
God
fuck?
dang!
Fucking hell. That's why she had no friends.
Damn! Hello, chat?
Shots fired.
Chat, someone get Giga. He's acting up.
Huh?
Every time she felt insecure, she never said anything. She just pushed herself to the edge but still wanted everyone to notice. How could anyone stand that? But that's what made her so appealing. I loved seeing Great riled up, and sometimes I'd invite Hans but not her, right in front of her face. Or ignore her birthday and say, oops, when was it again? A few days later, Jesus, what the fuck's my problem?
Bitch, my lord.
Giga! Oh my god!
With that, he says, she, fuck. I say that with the most innocent smile.
I know.
I wish you guys could have seen her face. The poor thing was so adorable.
You are such a psycho.
Oops, I got carried away. Let's get back on topic. Just brushes that shit off.
I feel like he was in love with her. I'm not wrong.
That's a Shiva.
Yeah. So what's wrong? What's on your mind this time?
Mikachu Thunderbolts
Entertain me, bitch.
101 says haha, straight for the jugulars that Jade. Smiley face, smiley face, smiley face.
Mikachu says, haha, straight to the jugular, that Jade. Oh no. Oh, I did say she was a girl, but I mean, you know, it's possible. I mean,
Yeah.
It's the handsome guy. I thought he was interested in me, so I asked him out a bunch of times. But it turns out he didn't like me after all. I must have been so annoying, hanging around him like that. And you know what? He likes someone else already.
the heck was it?
What?
Oh my
Ayo.
god.
Oh my god. It makes sense. It's all adding up.
Is this what Jade finds fun? Great stabbed the steak hard with her knife, and red juice splattered across my
Mikachu
face.
Thunderbolts 101 says haha, Jade is just a female version of Seto Kaiba, but Seto wouldn't even bother with having friends.
Oh jeez. Mikachu says Jade is the female version of Seto Kaiba, but Seto Kaiba wouldn't even bother to be having friends. Yeah, okay, yeah, maybe.
I can
how
see that.
Yeah, maybe Jade is like, I don't need friends when I've got money.
Maybe Jade doesn't have money, so he needs friends for this kind of weird entertainment.
True, true.
Oops, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
You're the one who went to that movie with him, aren't you?
Hey, don't make accusations with a knife in your hand.
Oh my god! Wait, can I say something?
Yes, Yana, you can say something.
Didn't she say, or didn't they say like, oh, it was the best friend they were in love with, and now everything is piling up, as Breezy said. Shimo.
Yeah, what they said was, it's someone close to you that I love. So I'm assuming
Oh,
she's
yeah.
assuming it's a Jade because Jade's the only other female that she's
Oh.
close to. So,
Okay.
and then she's asking, you're the one that went to the movies, aren't you, with him?
Down. I knew it. It's all your fault. Your fault. Your fault. I don't want to keep it up. Or should I?
Yeah, you have
I
to
like
keep
how
going.
Nyala just disappears into the abyss sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh my. Okay, I
Your
tried
fault,
to
your
be.
fault.
Oh wait, should I say it like, I don't know, 9 times or
Yeah,
something?
yeah.
Or
Say it
should-
at least like, 12 times. A good 12. Like a baker's dozen. Maybe 11.
Okay, wait. Okay, wait. Okay, your fault. Your fault. And that sounds weird though. Can I just... Okay, wait. Your fault. Your fault. Your fault. Your fault. I don't know.
I always knew Nyala was a yandere, but this just confirms it.
This is so creepy. I'm actually disturbed by the story.
You should be.
I know this sounds corny, but in that moment I saw murder in her eyes. In that instant, she really meant to kill me. Just thinking about how many times Gret must have simulated in her head how she was going to push me down, mount my struggling body, and thrust her knife into my face. Oh, I just can't. What the fuck is that face?
I know. Look at Oh, wow. Look, guys, this looks so happy. You can put like little stars next to her face.
Wait, that's the first time Jade opens.
Her eyes, yeah.
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 My God, beautiful.
Wait,
Wait,
could it be that
wait.
Jade is a girl?
Yeah,
She is,
Yes.
yeah.
Jade is a
But,
girl.
but maybe that's she makes that face because she's kind of she has kind of a kink for that kind of stuff.
She's a
Is
psycho.
she a
Like
lesbian?
I said.
she is
Oh yeah.
blushing. Or maybe she's saying, this face, look at this face. Oh, she's pulling like a Seto Kaiba rich girl.
Whoa, what the fuck?
But she just stared at me and bit her lip. She put the knife down with a trembling hand and never touched me once.
Why you? Why does it have to be you? If I hate you, I lose the only friend who listens to my problems.
It was like a bucket full of ice water thrown in my face. I felt robbed and disillusioned. It had looked so promising, but Gray totally ruined the moment. What the fuck is Jade's problem?
You're just like my dad. It's never your fault, is it? If I blame you, it's like I am the bad guy.
Perhaps to Gray, the villains in her life who weren't quite evil enough, like her dad and me, were the worst. She wanted to shift all of the blame on us, but she couldn't because we weren't completely at fault.
We shouldn't see each other for a while. I need to be alone.
As I listened to Gray's word, I told myself I had to be patient. Not
Sorry.
yet. At least not now. Great is still just a bud, but sooner or later she'll flower and secrete her sweet nectar. What the fuck?
Giga?
You're fucked up.
Giga! I've never heard this side of you. What is this? Like a masochist or something?
Wait. Should I do this proper psycho
Yeah.
voice line? Not yet. At least not now. Greta is still just a bud, but sooner or later she'll flower and secrete her sweet nectar. After our confrontation, Great got visibly depressed and had trouble sleeping even an hour a day. Every time she got the song Don't Fall for My BFF in her head, she couldn't stop the sadness welling up inside of her.
Why not me? Why her? Why don't you want my love? Why do you want hers?
These thoughts continued to haunt Great. It had all started and ended so quickly that Great couldn't take it. And now that it had ended, time was so slow that Great couldn't take it. She just wanted to go back before any of it had happened. Then perhaps she would only have had fun memories. Meanwhile, Hans knew that something wasn't right and asked Great what had happened, but she refused to say anything.
If you really understood me, you shouldn't have to explain. You just know what I'm going through. I guess no one in this world understands me after all.
Hans didn't even know that Great was in love. How could he have comforted her? But he didn't give up.
Even
That's-
if Grit
yeah.
doesn't want to tell me, I can be there for her anyways.
And it worked surprisingly well.
Grit, the steaks you make are delicious. can you teach me how to cook them? I want to learn.
Really? Well, of course. I'd be happy to.
With Hans by her side, Great finally started feeling better. Great's heartbreak was a blessing in disguise. Great may have gotten rejected, but she got that much closer to her dear brother Hans.
That's a good story, but wasn't this supposed to be an urban legend? What about the doppelgangers?
Who said I was done? You really can't diss Shimo for blowing his load too early.
Hey, read that one more time. Just um,
What?
never mind. Never mind.
Hey, if Great refused to say anything, how do you know she had sleeping problems? What kind of thoughts haunted her, or what kind of interaction she had with Hans? Listen to yourself, and you accuse me of sexing my story up?
I mean, I did tell you that I love sexing.
That's true.
Confirmed.
Excuse me?
No, Jade didn't.
What?
Nothing. I just don't think Jade fabricated anything. I think it's what actually happened.
Wow, Shimo. You understand me better than my own parents.
What? Shimo, you're usually such a skeptic. Has Jade put you under a spell or something? Do I need to wake you up?
Wake up, Space Samurai.
I'm not sure, but I get a feeling that Jade still has a joker up her sleeve. There's no good reason for her to make up such little details. How much does she know? How does she know? What are her motives? That's the important part.
Are you investigating me?
I mean, you do look crazy as fuck, so yes.
True.
I can blame you. One day at the end of the semester, Great and I stayed on campus until nightfall to finish off some essays. Then we headed home together. On the way, I could tell Great was holding something back. It was obvious that she wanted to tell me something, but she wanted me to take the initiative and ask her what was wrong. Ha! Like I'd ever do that. I like to torture her. So we just kept on walking, on and on. We had gotten to a park near the campus when Great finally opened her mouth.
Jade, you're mad at me, aren't you?
Huh?
I got pissed that the guy I like fell for you, even though it wasn't your fault. I'm really sorry.
It was such a shock. Great was taking the initiative to make up with me? I mean, fuck. All I wanted was to see her emotions explode.
Oh my god, she's so toxic!
True.
Women, am I right, chat? Oh my god. I'm sorry, that was a bad joke.
Jade doesn't have like female, like she isn't female, like she doesn't look female at all.
I'm a
I don't know if
snake.
she's, you know.
But that was okay. I still had a joker left to play. Hey, forget about it. But I think you misunderstood, Great. I pointed towards the park and Great turned her head to look. There, Hans was nuzzled up against the handsome guy's chest, and the handsome guy's arms were around Hans' delicate shoulders.
Oh,
This wasn't a hug between friends. They were obviously making out.
Huh?
I did go to that movie with him, but just as friends. He was clear about that. The one he's really into is someone close to you. Much closer than I am.
Uh,
Oh, come to think of it, the last time I went to your place, wasn't Hans out with a friend?
oh my god.
Who do you suppose that friend was? What do you think they did? Did they go to an amusement park with a beautiful night view? Did they make out like they're doing now? Or was it even hotter, more steamy?
She's so mean. Hans. You.
Oh, not quite convinced yet? Fine. Just listen to the lovebirds talk then.
you love that amusement park way too much. Don't you ever get tired of it?
Never, as long as it's with you. I'm having so much fun today. Thanks for asking me out.
You've been looking down lately. I hoped it would cheer you up.
Well, Gret's been in a horrible mood lately, and she won't tell me what's wrong. I'm worried that she's met some playboy who's stringing her along. If anyone ever betrayed Gret, I'll skin him alive and eat his flesh.
Huh, silly boy. Little do you know that the one betraying her right now is you, Hans.
Playboy, where'd it kind of come from? I ask you out, and all you can think about is your sister.
Gret will always be my number one. You're number two, at best.
What the fuck?
That's some sister complex you've got. Did Gretel spoil you when you were little?
Yes, all the candy. I don't know what you mean, but my sister was always nice to me, yeah?
Isn't Hans just the sweetest? Even during his date, he was thinking about Gret. But to Gret, his words only made her feel like Hans was using her to make himself look good.
Mikachu Thunderbolts 101 says lol, Jade is just rubbing everything in this girl's face and I'm loving it. Give me more shade, more toxicity.
Oh my god.
Mikachu's fucking vibing.
I know. Mika's just like, yeah, this is juicy gossip. Shade is real. Like I said before, my dad used to beat me up when I was little. Gret didn't want me to be the only one to get punished, so she'd always try to help me out, and we would get beaten up together. That's how much she cared about me. But me, all I did was cry and let Gret console me, forcing her to say she was fine.
You can blame yourself. It was all your dad's fault.
No, it wasn't my dad's fault. Back when our mom was around, he was really nice.
Hans.
My dad's not the one to blame. It was all because of the evil spirit.
What?
I knew that once I exorcised the evil spirit, my dad would be back to being nice again. Did I say something weird? What I meant was my dad was possessed by the ghosts. Ghosts of his past.
So you don't mean an actual evil spirit? You had me worried there for a moment.
Sorry, let's not talk about that anymore.
I'm sorry I reminded you of such a horrible memory.
It's fine. Hey, by the way, Grit says she's hanging out with Jade tomorrow and won't be back until tonight. How about coming over in the morning? Grit taught me a secret recipe.
What a masterpiece.
When I was in the lowest of my lows, you had the gall to pester me to teach you how to cook. And it wasn't even for my sake. It was to seduce him.
That's what was raging through Great's mind. I know, because I heard it.
Of course, I'd love to go, but I'm not a big fan of vegetarian meals.
Vegetarian? Why vegetarian?
Oh, I thought you were vegetarian, Hans.
What? No, I'm not. I just don't eat regular meat. But I'm not a vegetarian, silly.
I called it. I fucking called it.
Oh.
But the time you criticized my argument in class, I thought you said you didn't eat meat because you're a vegetarian. Are you just a picky eater? And what kind of meat do you prefer? Could it be the kind I'm thinking about?
Oh, that's very naughty of you. Watch out, or I'll eat you up.
Somebody's a horny boy. Just listen to your dirty talk. What would your sister think if she heard?
Oh, she did hear, and she was very angry. Then they kissed, right there in front of us, a wet, erotic kiss with plenty of tongue.
What? Oh,
Of course, Grit and I were the only other ones there, but it was quite the sight. The two lovers had no idea we were there and made out passionately for a while.
be careful on your way home. Don't get eaten by the cannibal boy.
Nope, that was Shimo.
Oh, was that Shimo?
I'm more worried about you. Do you want me to walk you home?
Oh no, it was me.
Oh, it was? Okay.
No thanks. I can take care of myself, you know.
Okay, but you be careful too.
Remember, I'll be waiting tomorrow. Don't be late, or you'll miss out on the meat.
Wouldn't it be weird if the guy would actually be in a relationship with Great and Hans together?
Oh my
And they
god.
would
Yeah,
have like...
You mean at the same time?
We don't need to hear about your fantasies, Niala.
Yalla, your fantasies. Keep them to yourself.
Oh, my
This is a
fantasies.
We've heard all about your kinks.
Yeah, we've seen all of them.
Not one of my kinks. Not yet. Just kidding.
Oh?
I thought Great might do something, but she just walked away without saying a word. Maybe she was too angry to do anything. But I could see the butt of her rage growing larger and redder. Great was about to bloom and secrete her sweet, sweet nectar.
Can I ask why Jade's voice is so manly, by the way? Just asking. I'm not judging or anything, it's just funny. Because I actually thought Jade is a man.
Well, that's the point. Look. I mean, it kind of...
We all thought.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I had no idea. But I'm gonna play it off like I did. If anyone asks.
The next morning, the handsome guy arrived at Hans' place on an empty stomach. There, he found a table lined with meat dishes. Sweet and sour pork, pork belly stew, smoked sausage, steak salad, all sorts of dishes. The main dish was great special steak, cooked rare just like the other time.
Wow, what a feast.
Sorry, I accidentally got too many ingredients. Considering how early in the morning you had to come, I was afraid you'd be eaten by the cannibal boy.
He's just a man-eater. No need to fear him. There are plenty of vampires in the world. They suck the blood of the poor, bit by bit, just to make their own lives more luxurious. And we just look the other way. Unlike those vampires among us, at least the cannibal boy kills you on the spot, and you die without suffering. If I had to choose, I'd go for the quicker death.
Among
Watch
us.
what you say in your situation here.
So,
Besides, the cannibal boy treats humans just like any other edible animal. So many people are quick to judge cat and dog eaters when they have no problem eating chicken, pork, or beef. Compared to those people who discriminate between animals, at least the cannibal boy is morally consistent. He treats all living animals equally.
Sounds like flawed logic to me.
Really? You want to talk about that over brunch? Eating cats, dogs, humans, blah blah blah. James, you wouldn't feel like eating it if you were there, would you?
Well, I'm not a freak like like them.
He was about to
Okay. But forget about moral consistency or abuse. In my opinion, it doesn't require complex beliefs or a tragic past for a human to eat other humans. That doesn't surprise me at all. People talk about drooling over sexy bodies and refer to luscious breasts as melons. Those kinds of expressions are all over the place, don't you think? Plus, English, Chinese, and Japanese all use eating-related words to refer to sex. We're so used to that kind of slang that we don't think twice about it. Perhaps in the collective subconscious, eating is essentially a kind of possession, a kind of intimacy, just like having sex. So, if eating is such an instinctive thing, do we need to ask why the cannibal boy eats humans? Do we really need to dig into what a tragic past he has? People want to fabricate his past because they're convinced he's a freak and a monster. He must have a very twisted past. He's not like us normal people.
Do you even hear what you're saying?
What I mean is, you don't eat cats or dogs, but not because you're an animal lover or because you're civilized. It's only because you happen to live in that kind of echo chamber.
Excuse me?
What I'm trying to say, I eat all the cats and dogs. If I ever see one, I devour it immediately.
Oh my
No
god.
spices, no nothing, no cooking.
My guy pan or what is it? Took on a whole different meaning, jeez.
The only reason you don't eat humans is because no one around you does. You're just afraid that if you do, you'll be treated like a freak. Let's get back to the story. Bro, Jade just fucking drops these bombs out of nowhere and just, let's get back to the story.
Hans, what kind of meat is this?
Does it matter? You don't like it?
I do. I like it so much. I have to know what kind of meat it is. The texture is like beef, it tastes like pork, and it smells like lamb. But it's not structured meat. Maybe a hamburger at 70% pork and 30% lamb might taste something like this.
Well, you just came out with those numbers at the top of your head. You're just like 70-30. I know my meat.
Man's a food expert,
I
eh?
know, jeez.
But it hasn't been ground. It's a whole piece of meat. Where did you get this?
Huh? So you care more about the type of meat than how well I cooked it? Figures. Typical guys, am I right, chat? Chat?
Typical handsome guy behavior.
I know, you cook them a
Yeah.
meal and they don't care that you put in all that work.
Reese is playing both sides of this conversation.
Yeah. Gotta keep it equal, chat. Okay, I'm not a... keep it equal.
Everyone is so toxic in this game. Like literally, even Hans.
You're great, aren't you? Where's Hans?
Oh wait, what?
Oh fuck! What?
What happened between us doesn't concern him. Don't drag him into this.
I'll keep my dog though. Wait, am I gonna talk for him though?
Mm-hmm. That's
Really?
Yama.
Do I have to spell it out for you? Uh-oh.
Oh, you just
I was
figured
eating
it out.
Hans, wasn't I?
Yes, you were eating odds. Oh my god, I just figured it out. It just hit me like a brick.
Crazy bad meat.
We'll read this.
Really?
It's probably me, no?
Probably,
Yeah.
because you're telling the story.
Yeah, narrator.
The handsome guy looked at the bloody chunk of meat and put his fork down with a shudder.
If I played the bad guy, you know that Sissy would have been bullied like hell. And now that he's all grown up, he's seducing guys I like behind my back. Also, your sense of taste, it's really something else. There was a guy and girl. They're identical in every other way, and you chose the guy? Why, Hans? Why not me? Give me a reason. Say something! Sorry to Lord.
Something I'll give
No.
I don't think she's giving up on him.
Oh, true.
At least not yet.
Oh, yeah.
Brett, I'm actually really curious why you're so convinced that you and Hans are identical except for your sex.
The handsome guy stood up and walked towards Great. Then he slowly gripped Great's shoulders. His fingertips sank deeper and deeper into Great's flesh, causing her face to contort in pain.
But that doesn't matter anymore. The only thing that matters is that you and Hans are twins.
So what? So what if we are twins?
Nothing much. Just that you may be as delicious as Hans, I'm sure.
The fuck? Somehow I did not expect this plot twist. After that, Great and Hans went missing.
What?
But they weren't dead. They both bloomed with wild abandon before withering in vain, frozen in their most beautiful moments. All it took was a little push for a normal person like Great to murder someone and feed the flesh to someone else. At that table, she was a cannibal boy too. Great proved that, and she'll live on forever in my heart.
Jade?
You, me, the handsome guy right there, we're all the same. Humans are all birds of a feather. Consistent beliefs, a tragic past. None of that is necessary. Anyone can turn into an evil spirit. I'm pretty much killing you in this room. Like, you're done. You're done.
Oh shit.
Part 3. Anyone can turn into an evil spirit.
Can I? Oh. Anyway, I'm sorry. I spent way too much time on one urban legend. Hope you enjoyed it. Hans was slaughtered by his doppelganger. Great died the same way as her doppelganger. They're both worthy of being called doppelgangers, don't you think?
Bullshit. That's not what a doppelganger is. Jade only brought up those topics as a way to give away what happened. And what does she want? Does she want to blackmail me? Or see my reaction? Or did she just want to prove her pet theory that everyone's insane? And how does she know everything about Greta and Hans? By stalking them, spying? Or maybe she hacked into their devices?
I'm a master of many trades.
Jade, why did you tell us this urban legend?
Oh, come on. You of all people should know, Shimo.
Hey, what the hell is going on? Were you two plotting to scare me or something? Is this why we're gathered in Jade's room?
I think I understand why Jade said her eyes were sincere. They're the eyes of a writer evaluating her work. Even Jade herself is a gesture made to dance in her script.
So now James and I have told our urban legends. Shouldn't you tell one too?
If you hear the story of Cannibal Boy, you wouldn't want him to come knocking. You have to tell the story of his past to someone who doesn't know yet, right?
What the hell, man? Why are you asking me this now? What's so funny, Shimo?
Ridiculous. There's no past worth talking about. You civilized people eat plenty of animals, but you point at the people who eat cats and dogs and call them savages. It makes me sick. If you can't eat some, don't eat any. If you want to eat some, then eat them all. Is that hard? Is it really that hard to be consistent? That's all there is to it, plain and simple.
Stop that, Shimo. You've got to leave him some hope. Just look at James' face. Can't you see it's filled with despair? How's the climax going to happen now?
You realize what a nuisance it is when too many people find out what I like to eat. I always set an annual limit for myself, but I guess I'm going to go over this year. I guess I should reward Jade's enthusiasm with an herbal legend of my own, but I really don't like to conjure things up, so I'll let James hear. Experience it firsthand.
Oh
Munch,
my
munch.
Let's go! And that is the ending to Case 00, the Cannibal Boy. I'd like to thank my lovely voice actors. Thank you all, Shimo, Tim, Giga, and of course Nyala, who joined us a little bit later. I hope you guys really enjoyed this one, because I was really looking forward to it. What did y'all think?
I fucking did.
Yeah.
I
it was
did
fun.
enjoy it. Damn.
Bro, I haven't expected the ending actually. I was so like I was questioning who's that boy in shadow, you know? Just to find out I was like the guy in blue.
Did it ever cross your mind why I chose Shimo to do both roles? Now you know?
Nice.
Well then.
Well, that is gonna be it for today's stream, guys.
And remember, if somebody knocks on your balcony tonight, don't open the door.
Wait, someone's behind you! Oh my god!
Oh no.
Oh, it's Mountain Dew, never mind.